Happy Saturday. Sabado. Turn this music up on. Do not own any rights to any music you ever hear playing in the background. Man, I feel drained, exhausted. It's been a couple of weeks. Really haven't been thinking about changes I've been going through. Just adjusting and moving, and now I finally had a moment to reflect on the changes, how I feel about them, how they uh, affect my life in a positive and or negative way. But yeah, steadily working on my digital marketing, growing my YouTube channel. Haven't really been as active here. Haven't really been as active on here because I'm already monetized and I make a lot of money each month. I always step it up, but the whole vision is to have more streams of income, and the whole goal is to have a few things working for me at once, so that I can have more time to do other things. So that's why I go harder on YouTube, doing more work and more posting, more everything on there, more active on there. I'm somewhat established on Facebook as far as what I got going on. I got a nice little situation. I appreciate it. And all of the new subscribers, previous month, the new followers and stuff like that. But mainly so on my YouTube, though. I really been pushing my YouTube. It did take a while, so it's been like a year. Year straight just posting on YouTube. And now I'm starting to see like what they mean by the long run, as far as growing your channel and stuff like that. I've been dabbling in different things, like as far as real estate, different little digital products, and then currently I'm in between houses and living situation. So I'm really focusing on that too as well, like living in a hotel while they working on the crib. Well, not really working on it. They ain't been doing shit. They've been tearing up the crib. They haven't started repairing yet. But yeah, it's my first time really experiencing something like that, like wherever had renovations and shit like that going on, or whatever, any type of situation that leads you to, in between houses. So if you get a house built, you ever been through that? It's something like that, but it's a little different this time around. I'm a little older, a little more aware, So it affects me a little differently. Still learning how to adjust to certain things in life, people and places. But yeah, just hop on here. I know how I've been doing. If y'all been wondering about me, how I've been feeling it, what's been going on with me type shit. My bad, I'm trying to grab my lighter. Yeah, just focusing on my mental health stuff, like whatever brings me happiness, whatever happiness looks like to me. I just been figuring that out, like shit, getting used to being happy and seeing what happiness looks like to me, what it feels like, what it is like, and enjoy peace in His presence, calling on the Lord each day. It's not an easy journey, but I pick up my cross every day. I see like the more I spend time getting to know Christ, reading the Bible, speaking to the children of the light, motherfuckers who I see God and stuff like that. Um, it's just like I get to understand what God is looking like. You get to see from His point of view. And if you don't really know what I'm talking about, it's like this, right? We all know what a relationship is like, whether it be personal, business, or family, whatever, right? You around a motherfucker long enough, you get to start picking up their ways. You start talking like them, possibly dressing like them, possibly even doing little gestures and motions, like the way they may laugh, or little nervous gestures when they twitching their leg because they're nervous, whatever the fuck, right? You know what I'm talking about. Even most marriages, married couples, or just long-term relationship couples, they be together so long. People start to be like, "Are y'all siblings?" They be like, "Nah, we're a couple. We just been together a long time." So basically, it's like that, right? You be around somebody so long, you get the reflection of them. You be a reflection of them at some point in time. So it's the same way when you spend time with your creator, whoever you believe in, God. When you spend time with God, you start to become more God like. You start to pick up on God ways. You start to pick up on God mindset. You start to see a little bit of the world the way that God sees it. You know, you interact and you engage with people in God like way. You start transforming your mind more so, and the more so you spend time getting to know, the more so you become transformed as a person. People be wondering like, "Yo, what's to this person?" They just becoming who they supposed to be. They spending time with their creator, and they're getting to know their creator, not through some secondary source. They spending time in meditation. They spend time in silence. We all hear that little inner voice. It's just about, is that voice leading you towards your higher self, or is it straight ego that you listen to? Is it your ego, where you listen to whatever feels good in the moment? You don't have time to really take a moment to think about what you're thinking about and how those thoughts affect you. And it's like this to me. How you manifest anything in life, when you want anything in life, you gotta have that desire. You start thinking about what can you add to your life that help you move through this world a little more comfortable, a little more easier, right? Whatever it is that you look for, like, what up. Peace and blessings. Thanks for tuning in. So first, you have a desire, something that you want, something that you think is going to elevate you and advance your lifestyle or your character, and then you start to feel like, is this sustainable? Which is the second part of manifestation. You think where the mind goes, the attention goes. You put attention into it, you start feeling the way about what your attention is on. It's just like if you a lonely single person, you see a chick, she got your attention. Now you're like, oh, I feel like I need to go talk. Now you acting on it. You just did 3 things. And now you in the reality of what you was thinking about, what you was feeling, and what you currently acting on. So basically, that's what I was saying. It's like, you have a desire, your desire is to be a good person, your desire is to be fruitful, fruitful in your ways, meaning like whatever you do, it produces more and more. Kind of like a teacher, right? Who produces beautiful minds and children, creative minds, minds that work, minds that help make this world a better place. Or someone like a judge, someone who has compassion, the scales of justice, the weighing it out equally for the victim and the defendant, making sure motherfuckers learn lessons in a suitable way, timely and fashionable. I keep saying, just out here grounded and chilling. I just be looking for God in my days, throughout my days, and learning what God telling me is like, it's alright to have problems in life. Problems are not punishment. He say, look to the problems as joy, because you can see how I deal with them, and how I'm trying to help you be who you need to be in life. Type. So I was like, that's dope, that's decent. And I look at it that way. But at first, it was like steady having challenges, spiritual attacks, mental attacks, physical attacks. I like my energy being drained every which way, and it's frustrating. It's it's tough, and it's just where I've been at with it. Like, not being no victim, not trying to go negative, not trying to go dark, not trying to be in the dark. That's why I'm out here in the light right now. Just let God presence warm me up with positive thoughts, positive vibes. Cause it'd be hard to be positive, especially when you crazy and you trying to be sane. Motherfuckers want to put you to try. For real though, like, I'm trying to be sane. You know, fake like I'm a sane person. It's just crazy lifestyle trying to live for Christ and choosing Christ. And then the devil is busy actor and attacking. You know, I go through stuff in life. People be like, "Oh, you can pray, do this, do that." They don't really know because they don't really experience it, or they don't have a spiritual life, so they don't really know, they don't understand. It's like once you open your eyes to certain things, once you see certain things a certain way, you can't really unsee it. Like once you know your color is right, nobody can tell you green ain't green. The grass is not green. It's like you ever know that now. This guy is majority of the time blue, gray, white, but you know the difference between those colors. It's like nobody can tell you no difference unless you just saw differently. You came from so different where everybody have different views of and different arrangements and agreements on what colors is gonna be what. You see what I have on right now. Let's say I got on purple, and nobody can tell me no different. You say, "Are you crazy?" I say that to say this though, it's like once you get to a certain point in life where you just know certain things that make sense for you, you don't really have to spend time and energy debating that with nobody. You find your peace and just simple things. It's like, all right, that's cool. It could be green, went to green, whatever the fuck, right? We agree to disagree that it's different shades, different times, different situations, and that's how I've been looking at lately. Like our problems is just different shades of colors, different shades of way people look at it, different um, titles, different egos people feed, and that's what I was saying about like the ego. Advocate for mental health awareness because it's a battle of the mind. Sometimes you'll feel inadequate because you want to do things or because you're learning different things later in life. I was talking to a guy, he was learning about budgeting. I'm not sure how old he is, but I could tell he up there. He probably like in his mid 30s. But I told him like, bro, you learn what you learn in life. Just be happy that you still learning and that lesson that you learned right on time so that you can still be who you need to be and not make the same mistakes in life. I think he was feeling like, all right, he ain't really want to say too much, but I know he's like, it's like, you already know. I'm like, yeah, because I'm basically talking to myself, just look different. Like, I attract who I attract. Energy attract and repels the same energy. Like, I don't meet people that's not like me. Maybe we're at a different stage in your life than I am, and then I was. And that's why we connected, so I can help pull you up or you pull me up. And we had a detailed conversation. He was like, yeah, man, I didn't even know if I should came over and talk to you. I see you outside just smoking. And I want to come over here, ask for well, what's up? I was like, yeah, follow your first mind, because sometimes your days ain't going to be how you want your day to be, no matter what you plan out. When your spirit's telling you something, you just go with it, and you find out you have a better day than what you thought you planned. You fuck around, you get what you need. You meet the people you need, you know what I'm saying? And be like, I ain't think I could plan a day like this. But I'm trusting myself more every day. I'm listening to myself. And listening to my other voice just got me to a situation where I'm advancing in life. We had a grand time, just chopping it up. And then he was like, I heard he had a few phone calls. He was like, he said, I will. So I was like, you I will. I was in Blackstone. He's like, nah, I'm CV. Yeah. It was just funny though, certain little shit like you and Freemason or Illuminati or Code, Gang Bang, whatever, right? Just those little quote unquote secret things, He was like, nah, see, yeah, okay, yeah, I know about that. Because I was thinking about something else. I was like, yeah, Blackstone. And he's like, yeah, I know. I'm like, yeah, that shit crazy though. I had a feeling like I was being with my people. But I told him, like, yeah, make sure you follow your first mind. So, because no matter what you think, you can be as creative as you want. But we don't know it all. You never know, like, where your lessons at. You never know where your next talent comes from. never really know, like, man, my phone go up. Like with this digital marketing and shit, right? I never put down my art. I never knew about NFTs. Of course, it ain't a new thing, but shit is new to me and it's new to my reality. So with that, appreciating my gifts and like using my gifts, I don't want to lose them because I love art. So just picking it back up, and I was looking at some of my paintings. So I'm like, damn, I'm good. Like it's pretty good. Not to brag or nothing like, but I mean, I'm happy. I'm blessed that God gave me this gift, and it was like, wow, I could use it. I could utilize it. I could do so much more with it. It's like a new board for me, and I've been just having time to practice that. So I'm like, I just trust my journey on finding happiness each day. My pursuit each day is what's been getting me through. Like, what really matters to me in this world is having peace of mind, from day to day. I don't worry about nothing for real. It's like I like to sit out, like I'm doing right now, relaxing and chilling while I use the bird watch, your feet up. And one thing about that is that they take care of themselves. They don't need my little bread. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, it reminds me of a script in a passage in the Bible where it says, like, don't worry about what you're gonna wear, what you're gonna eat. Don't worry about the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like today, tomorrow, I'll take care of tomorrow. I got this own stuff to worry about. And if God so loved us, He sent His only Son to die for us. For God so loved the world, He sent His only Son to die for us. But whichever believe Him should not perish, but have everlasting life. I think that's the same. First John 3:16. Um, I said that to say this, that Jesus came to die for us because He loved us so much. And if He loved us so much, why would He take care of us? He didn't die for the birds and the bees, but they got what they need every day, and they get what they need every day. We not better than the birds. No, it's something like that. Don't quote me on it, but that just remind me every day, like I don't have to worry about nothing as long as I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and that's just sharing my testimony with people how you can make something out of nothing when you look like shit, when you feel like shit, man. All odds under the dog, and it's just like shit going wrong. You can see the silver lining to it all. Shit don't break you, man. And then you had the devil coming in the flesh, coming in the spirit, all these attacks. And you just begin to do that shit. You be like, damn, I didn't even know I could make it this far. And you just be grateful, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you see people go play, they stressed out, miserable. They got way more than you, but they talking about people. They, you know, these type of people on the day to day. You see them on the internet. They crash outs. They Christian haters. Like I'm go out here bashing people religious. Like as a anti-Christian, whatever. Because I got my own beliefs, my own things. But I do follow Christ. I consider myself a Christian. I believe Jesus Christ died for my sins. He rose again. And all they know, I'm talking about the dead person, worshiping the dead and all this. Because people love to play that game with me. But the thing about it is, I don't believe in the whole all of that. I know God for myself, like so many things that happen that's unexplained. It's like without the doubt. And I got my own connection, my own personal relationship. But that's what I encourage everybody to do, to have your own relationship with God, because that's like we all know about Martin Luther King, right? I can't get to know Martin Luther King through you. Only way I really get to know him if he's still alive is by spending time when I'm getting to know him like that. So I have my own opinion about it, or reading the books that he wrote. Some shit that came out of his mouth, his mind. Then I can form my own opinion. Whatever. But that's the same with God. A lot of people be like, I went to this preach, I went to this church, and whatever their relationship with God is like, it ain't reflecting on me. It ain't reflecting on the church. One thing about the church is this: symbolical is the Bible, and symbolical is a lot of things. That's why it's spoken in parables, because it's deeper than the fragile minds, the carnal minds, because a lot of people don't have no spiritual insight or discernment, so they lack these passages. They lack the wisdom that comes with it. And with that being said, it's like this: when Jesus come back for the church, it just simply means he coming back for his people. Just like if you looking for some dancers, some drinkers, for some partiers, you'll come back for the club, right? You'll come back for the club people. You don't have to be in the club to find the club people. It's just like when he come back for the church, all his people represent his body of people. Is what he coming for. And that's what he means. So a lot of people think, oh, we gonna sit in the church and God come there. No, he coming to grab them people up that's representing his people. Church like people, real Christians and real church boards and real community pillars. Like not every church out here is stealing your money. And the ones that is doing that, they know a lot of y'all don't got your own personal relationships. So y'all go with the little group that you guys set up, and that's what's going on in them situations. And that's just my opinion, though. That's how I view things. I believe them. That's why I don't be sitting up in nobody's church. And I do part of people's churches. If they're not out here in the community doing stuff, I'm not there alone. I grew up in a church where we was in a community. We was having barbecues. Like people, the doors was open. And we was walking the blocks, passing out flyers, inviting people to come through them doors. Like I know how to have church. I grew up with real people having real church and saving real souls. Like nobody perfect and everybody come through the same way. How you worship God is totally different. It's gonna be different than the way I do it. But we can do it together. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. Like we learn how to learn, and we learn how to study. We learn how to worship, and it's not gonna be perfect. But overall, we on a mission, and that must be completed. So it's like I'll be caught up in the nonsense because you gonna be known by your ways. You gonna be known by your fruits, by the fruits that you produce. And if you're always producing negativity, then you're not a child of the light. You're out here doing negative things, and you reaping the rewards of your negative actions and mindset. You can only fake and fool people for so long, but you can't fool God. You can't play with God. That's why a lot of people be like, I ain't got time for that because they don't have time to be honest with themselves. They don't have time to wait. They don't have time to be grateful and graceful when God say no. So I'm not judging nobody. I'm not perfect. I do my own thing. I don't give a fuck what people think about me or say about me. I'm comfortable with my decisions and how I live my life. I'm okay. But yeah, I'm not perfect. I ain't trying to be. I'm just trying to be a better person mentally for myself so that I could be fruitful in my ways, in my ways to be living on. Because everything that I do, I put my heart and soul into it. I put passion into it. Like, it's me. You see my art, you feel that shit. Like, ain't just no script scrap. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see my videos, it ain't no rush through. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, it's jewels in every video I got on my YouTube. I got a catalog. I like almost 2,400 videos posted. Like, shit, that's work. You know, it takes time. And then we having issues with technology and shit too. Like, I don't have like the greatest equipment. But it's alright though. I'm still doing it. I'm still learning. It just I don't really know like where I'm going with my life at this point. It's just so shattered. I feel like one moment you have it, I figure out, then the next you don't know anything. It's like damn, where do I go? How do I get started? And you just like, man, I just feel like I'm in oblivion. Like just stuck. been happening too often, too much. It's like drifting away, like on the days, like hypnotized. Motherfucker just getting through life that way some days. Like, damn, how the fuck this happen? I'm just observing, observing. Be trapped, feeling like that. Just observing things, stuff moving fast, stuff moving slow. It's hard to explain how I feel in those moments. If you ever seen a movie where something's actually going on, like traumatization, and then a motherfucker, they sit there, they stop, and they froze in real time, and you just hear a buzz or a bell on the audio, everything like tuned out, and then suddenly you come back into audio, you can hear everything that's going on around you, and you hear somebody saying they call your name, or they snapping their finger, you know what I'm saying? They like, yo, yo, yo. And you be like, man, it's just like, damn. And then would you be feeling like your heart beat hard, you like, do all this shit, just go, and you just froze. Like, that's when reality just way too much. Like, damn, it's just too much right now. And you just leave for a second. It could be shit got going on, fucking fire, a bomb, any damn thing. You just become, it's just stuck right there, like that. It's just too much going on, man. They don't fucking tell you, like, yo, you need to, we need to be taking action right now. Like, shit. But if that ever happens to you, I hope it don't, because it never stopped happening. You ain't gotta be going through nothing, and you just all of a sudden, boom. I try to say this bird just can't chill with me. Birds come chill with me. I come to see them, but it be cool. We be chilling. Different ones, like a little red one came to my left. Oh yeah, let me tell you how the bird beef. This gonna be dope. But this was just yesterday. I'm sitting where I'm at, but up a little bit, like just up a little bit, two trees to me. But the one to my right, I was sitting to the right of that one, to my left. Let me just show you. This apple tree. It's a peach tree. So I was in front of the apple tree to the right of it. And then to the right of that, my neighbor's got a gate and a tree. It was two birds on this apple tree. Two different ones. One had a red, now orange chest, black feathers, and the other one was uh, brown and beige. But they got the R, and the ones to the right, it was like, like you hear it now. There was a lot of them. And then the ones to the apple tree, it sounded like it's like, what side? It was like, and then the other one under it was like, yup, yup. I'm like, oh yeah, no, this shit sound crazy. They did that for like 20 seconds, and then all of a sudden, the west side bird and the other one, they flew over there, and then the other one was dipped up, and then somebody flew over there, like the whole west side came with them. It was a whole bunch of them came out everywhere. I was like, damn, what the fuck going on? Like they just had a little bird beef or some shit. So they be this, and then a red every time I speak about some shit. And at one point, the red bird come, red robin comes to my left, just there looking and chilling. It looked like a firebird. It was so nice. The sun out, well, it was shining more than it is now, but the sun was shining to us, and the bird was closer to the sun. The red robin, it was looking like a firebird. I'm like, no, that's pretty. It came like 3 times, chill with me, then it flew away. But like, if ever you see a red robin, I feel like those like spiritual birds, they come for clarity. And if ever you say or something like that, then blue bird to come for protection. I see them all the time when I'm out in those situations, mainly. But I be out in nature, like doing it. Put my feet in the grass, feel electricity, run through my body, heal me. Feel light of the sun, feel like I shine this warmth on me, giving me positive thoughts, taking away my stress, just showing me this beautiful day, showing me creation, giving me time to enjoy it and be grateful for it. I'm living healthy as can be, and that's the type of vibe mindset I like to be on. Like, I'm focused on that type of stuff. I don't like to be around people who like to complain or talk about people. Like, for what? The same energy it takes to even say anything about anybody. You damaging yourself as much as you think you damage somebody. And I did experiment. I didn't do it myself, but I showed it, exposed it. It's been exposed for I don't know how long, but I'm new to it. Just found out about it on my YouTube channel. I did a video about rice bowl challenge. If you're familiar with that, let me know. If not, then I'm gonna tell you. So this is a prime example, a visual example of how powerful thoughts are and how powerful words are. What you do is you get 3 bowls of rice, 3 bowls, not 3 bowls of rice. You get 3 mason jars, 3 see-through jars, and what you do is on each jar, you put happy on one, you put sad on the other, and the third one you leave neglected. You don't do anything to it, and or basically you put a high vibration of word or sound into it, and the negative vibration sound to the other. You will put positive and you can put negative, or you'll say love, or you'll say hate. Basically, right? So, or you'll just think it, but you'll put it on it so you know which jar is which. But anyway, once you do that, you pour the rice in and you say or you think the love into the love jar, you think the negative into the negative jar, and then the last one you leave neglected. You don't do anything. You could do that every day, or you could just leave it as is. And when you go to it, you think negative, think the positive, whatever. But within a couple of days, you would start to notice that the positive jar is just as fresh as if it was just made. The negative jar has begun to mold really bad, it's unedible, and neglected jar is molding as well, but not as bad as the negative jar. So this goes to show like the negative thoughts deteriorate your inside your core. It rots your spirit. So neglecting self care does the same thing, but not as fast as being a negative person about it. And we're water beings, electrical beings, so we're charging that water in our cells and our flesh to become rotten even faster. That's how I look at life, and that's really what life is about. Take a while to restore yourself, your mind, your body, full of toxics, full of negative energy, all of this meat you eat, putting all the negativity in your body, the metals. Just being aware, being conscious. We want to be out here over indulging in food that's killing you, give you negative energy, negative thoughts. It's a battle of the mind. All of these things always want to capture your attention. How you feeding into it, how you done, think you being entertained, you don't have any energy to do anything positive for yourself. Now procrastinating, stagnant, thinking you just had a little entertainment, but you just engaged in some negativity. So you got to be mindful of what you're listening to. You sit here listen to rap all day long. You draining yourself. You watch a lot of violence and a lot of cursing. So yeah, my phone charges when I'm first up. You think it's pretty like it's the Yelp one and the West Side one that was like, I was like, yeah. Then he went over to check them. And all the West Side birds came about. Oh, this is crazy. I'm like, yes, wow. But yeah, for this happy Saturday. For educational purposes, contents, the link below. Bartender at the Todio is the honest key. Peace and blessings, peace and prosperity for team. If you're new to my channel, my YouTube,